I'm alive. I'm alive, but barely after last episode. Welcome back to the world of hardcore Minecraft. It's day 21. Today's a sad day. Today was the day that the final episode of Stampy's Lovely World was released. That was an emotional video to watch. That series is very much the reason why I'm here today. You wouldn't be watching this video right now if it weren't for that. It's just very surreal to think about that it's done now. Kinda hurts a little bit, really. I still don't know what I think of the ending. It makes me sad that, quote unquote, canonically, I guess, everybody left and nobody's there anymore except to hit the target. Even Viva Dash left. And it's kind of sad to think about that they all just left. But it was a good series. I wish it wasn't over. Okay, I just realized I only have 2 potatoes, but if I run out I can make bread. I'm looking for sheep. I need a lot of wool because I want to get my tent built. And I've started a survival world of the create mod, and it's so much fun, but I realized how quickly you can get wool if you just go out and shear the sheep. There's like no sheep. There we go. Pretty soon here in one of these episodes, we're gonna have to start getting ender pearls. Not looking forward to it, but it is a necessary evil. We'll see if I can get lucky enough through the overworld. We have 1 already in one of our chests back home. But I want to get like 16 so we can have, you know, extra in case it's not enough. But hopefully we can get enough just through the overworld. I don't have to go back to the nether. I'd prefer to be done with the nether for this series, honestly. Let's just craft some bread. There we go. Don't leave the trees floating, people. Instead, find solutions to cheat your way out of it. Did I mention? I don't think I ever got around to mentioning yesterday that the new Life series started. And I'm upset about it. I love the Life series. Okay, it's like my favorite series, like probably ever, besides maybe Hermitcraft. But I don't like it. I'm still gonna watch it and enjoy it, but like the concept is so gimmicky. Like it just feels so gimmicky for the Life series. It upsets me. And like the logo, the logos for Life series were such iconic things, and then they just completely changed the style to look like literally every other SMP logo ever, and it's so upsetting. They had such a unique thing, and it just feels tarnished now. And I think it's because they're trying to kind of turn the Life series into its like a proper thing per se, by giving it like, you know, officially titling it the Life series, I guess. But like, it doesn't feel right. It looks like corporation-y. It feels like a brand more than a series now. And it upsets me. Like, just looking at it, it doesn't even feel like the Life series per se. I think it's gonna end up like Double Life, where the videos seem more focused on the fact that you're paired with somebody else than the fact that it's a Life series. Like, I forget, like, I don't ever process Double Life as one of the Life series. Like, I consciously, I know it was, but like, it just doesn't feel the same as Third, Last, and even Limited Life did. I think Limited Life was a pretty good return to form for the Life series after Double Life. Even though I thought, like, Limited Life, the concept was where, like, because every season Grian tries to, like, make it a lot different. Which respect, but sometimes, like, they're at the point where they kind of have to do it again a little bit. They have to, like, they can't change it as aggressively, because then we get situations where, like, it doesn't feel like the Life series. And that's what's kind of happening with Secret Life, is it's becoming so gimmicky, where it's like, it almost feels like more of a game show. If that makes any sense. It just doesn't feel right, and we are getting a lot of wool. This is a really good idea. But, it just... I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't feel the same. That being said, I am really excited that Mumbo's back. I was hoping he would come back. I expected him to not be in Double Life. But then I was kind of surprised he didn't come back for Limited Life. I kind of lost hope that he would ever come back. I'm going to be real, because I thought he would for sure be back for Limited Life, because he was back for YouTube at that point. So I didn't see why he wouldn't be, but I'm glad he came back. But I am shocked that LD Shadow Lady joined again. Lizzie. I didn't expect her to come back, because she was the only one, at least, they've never publicly spoken about it, having a conflict with Double Life. It was just assumed she didn't return for unknown reasons, so people just assumed she didn't like the series as much, or like it just wasn't really for her. But then she did do the cameo in Limited Life, and she's just back now. I don't think anybody's surprised that Gem got added. I think that was expected. That being said, you can still tell there's like a visible dent in the server not having Ren. Like, there's a noticeable difference. Almost, like, maybe I'm just being biased, because, like, I don't really like Ren, but at the same time I like Ren because Ren is so good at bringing story to the Life series without it just being lore, like Martin does. And, like, but, like, there's almost a noticeable difference between, like, the Life series with Ren and without. Because Ren just makes such a big impact on the server, at least in my opinion, especially Third Life, but then again, I'm extremely biased because I love Third Life, and I still think it's peak Life series, and they've never beaten it since. Last Life was close. Last Life could have, but the thing with the Life series is, when you started with Third Life, nobody anticipated it going how it did. I think people thought it would turn to chaos eventually, but I don't think people expected to so soon, and to the caliber that it did. And, oh, look at my little base down there. It looks beautiful. Not really, but like, and then the problem is now everybody's trying to get big wars to break out and everything to fall apart. And it doesn't feel as right, and God, I hate Martin. Martin just angers me, because everything with Martin has to be lore, 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 lore this, lore that. And the beauty of the Life series was it was unscripted. There was no lore. It was literal just battle to the death, and it was so much fun to watch. But then, yeah, and typically it's alright because you can kind of ignore it. But when when the person wins the series, it's kind of hard to ignore it, especially when they win because they were, all villainy from the lore, which again has happened back to back now with Double Life and Limited Life, and it just upsets me. That's why again I don't like Pearl and Double Life was obnoxious and annoying for me. I probably shouldn't say these things when one of my main goals is to get on to Hermitcraft or servers like that one day. Let's be real though, it's never gonna happen, so I don't think it matters that much. Also, I don't actually hate these people, I'm they're cool and stuff, except maybe Martin sometimes. No, see, the thing is their endings do upset me, but the people I don't genuinely hate, it upsets me and I wish it'd be different, but I can't do anything about it, so oh well. Best I can do is pretend to hate them on the internet. Although I've seen a lot of people mention it, and I do kind of agree with it, that the second to last episode of the Life series is always the most chaotic one, and the last one always just is just not that entertaining, at least in comparison to the second to last one. And it's kinda true. Whoa. Don't know how I did that. Also, hi Crab. Pat Pat. Hello Goat. But yeah, I think there is kind of a problem with the Life series and how it runs, because the last episode is always kind of anticlimactic. Except for Third Life, which again, probably my bias, but in my opinion, Third Life's ending was just absolutely phenomenal. It had such a good ending. We're gonna quickly grab some wheat if we can. We can't. Great. We need food. Don't want to kill the cows. I'm not really sure what to do. We'll go kill some animals, I guess. But, we have 10 days left of the series, by the way. I've got 10 days to get to the dragon. Oh, I think we'll make it. But, oh, what was I saying? Yeah. Third Life's ending, it just felt like the perfect culmination of the whole series. Just ending with the two boys who did it all, battling it out with fists on top of their mountain. It was beautiful, it was cinematic. But also, another interesting thing that I always kind of think about is the fact that when Third Life ended, the gap between Third Life and Last Life was 3 months. A little over, I think. And I remember that gap felt like forever. That was I just wanted the next series so bad, because I loved Third Life to bits. And I like Last Life quite a lot, so I wasn't disappointed with that. But oh, what am I saying? Yeah, I think it was kind of because we were so used to Hermitcraft gaps where it's a weekend and then next season, which kind of stopped after season 8. They took a longer break, but still, I felt so long. And then the gap between Last Life and Double Life was 6 months, I think, then. So it doubled. And that felt I don't remember for sure, because in my brain, Double Life is kind of started. I don't for some reason I just don't remember Double Life that well. But also Double Life being after Last Life just sounds horrendously incorrect. Last Life to Double Life is a gap that just doesn't feel real, because again, it goes from because Double Life is when things started to get more gimmicky, right? Because Green wanted to continue shaking things up, even though it wasn't that big of a change. But Last Life felt like they were trying to improve upon Third Life, and then Double Life, it was when it started to feel like just they were trying to be as different as possible. which, so yeah, it just, I don't know why, but the gap of Last Life to Double Life just seems not possible. But, like, I don't remember that gap being too bad. I was really excited when another one got mentioned and stuff, and I was looking forward to it and stuff, but I wasn't, like, you know, just absolutely excited out of my mind every moment. I was just like, ooh, just give me the next Life series, you know? But, then the one that's interesting is Double Life to Limited Life was 9 whole months. But it didn't feel like it was too long, you know? By the time Limited Life came around, it felt like, I mean, yeah, this makes sense, but it felt like it was still kind of Double Life's time. It didn't feel like we had moved past the point of Double Life yet, which is just crazy, because 9 months felt like whatever of a gap, but it didn't feel long, and it felt like it could have been, like, I feel like it could have been longer, and I would have been fine with it. But those 3 months were, like, so unbearably long for the original one. And then Limited Life to Secret Life now, I think it's been, like, yeah, because that started in March, early March, it did. So it's been, 7 months. So it hasn't been as long as Double to Limited Life. But also Double and Limited Life seems like a reasonable gap. Not necessarily time-wise, but, like, you know, Limited, or Last to Double doesn't feel like the two that would be after each other. But, like, it feels like Limited Life would be after Double Life. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's weird. I don't know. But, dude, look at how much wool we're getting. I mean, it's really not that much, but I still don't know exactly how I'm building this tent. I haven't really thought it out. I just decided one day that I was building a tent because that would probably be easiest, but then I need wool, and now it's taking forever. I do really hope that one day we get a Life series of everybody who's ever been in it. I think it's unlikely. We got close with Secret Life. I'm pretty sure, isn't the only one missing Ren? I'm pretty sure the only one missing is Ren. Because all the originals are there, I think, except Ren. And then all the additions from Last Life are there. Pearl, Lizzie, Mumbo. And they have Gem now, and that's the only other new person they've ever added. I find that interesting. Between, Double Life and Limited Life, they never added anybody new in either of those series. Although, I think Double Life could have been, more well-known if it had been done at a better time. I think that Double Life was done at a really bad time. Because, do I have 2 white beds? I do. Why? And the one I actually used. I don't remember making a second one. But, like, they should have done Double Life when they had more people for it. Like, because that one is only 6 episodes. I think that's part of the reason why I don't really process it as a Life series. Also, we're gonna have to start building those stuff. Let's kind of get marked out. But, just kind of feels like it was so short. And if they'd done it when there was more people, like, because how many was there? It was like, because Skiz was gone that season, and Lizzie and Mumbo didn't come back. I think it was 7 groups. So it was like, oh, how do I build this? Do I build it orientated this way, or do I build it sideways? I really don't know. Let's do it facing forward. I feel like that would look better, even if it'll make it squished a little bit. Gotta move, crab. But if they'd done it when there was more people and it would have gone on for longer, I feel like it would be, at least, you know, it would be more remembered. Not that it isn't remembered, but just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but, yeah. Also, I find the having more than 10 hearts thing interesting. Me and my friends, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this because of Goat's tank. This would make it a really wide tent and a really stout. I can move Goat, but don't really want to. Because I'd have to go to like here. That's only 4 block wide interior. I guess we're doing it vertical. I don't even remember what I was saying at this point. Oh yeah, me and my friend's life series are fake one that we do. Excuse me. Oh, we actually, the most recent one we did, we actually had double the amount of hearts as normal. It was permanent and stuff, and there were still regen and things, but yeah. That's right, they ripped us off. I'm gonna sue them. This looks like normal tent length. I don't want this to look super generic, but I don't know how else to make it other than super generic. I'm gonna have to move all that stuff up there. The worst is going to be moving those chests, which I'm going to try to hold out on it as long as possible. So in this layer we're going to do 2, I think. Because, like, tents are kind of, like that. Doesn't really look like a tent, but that's okay. We can do like 2 more, and then it'll meet in the middle, right? Yeah. Perfect. It'll look mildly like a tent. It'll be a roof over our head, which we've never had this whole time, so... Still gonna need more wool than this, but we're almost there. Whoops. And then we'll do, like, posts right here with fences. Oh, that's probably gonna look a little bit unstable, though. Maybe we'll do logs, we'll see. How long am I recording for? 23 minutes. We should probably finish up here soon. Allergies. But we do need to get this outer wall done still, and the coarse dirt, and then get that tent finished. I could move the tent or the tank back by 2 and it'd be online with these other 2 5x5 things, but don't think I will. But yeah, we're gonna end it off here. So thank you guys for watching. We're making progress. We're getting cooking. I think we're gonna beat the dragon by the end of it. It's been a fun series, by the way. Final 10 days. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.